I am a big supporter of ALD's webpage. As Dr. Harvey said, you all are student leaders, and it's really important to be careful with your time. And you don't need to reinvent the wheel, because so much, especially over the past few years, has been created for you and is accessible to you. So how can you take all of these resources and utilize them? The first thing that I do with my chapter is I really encourage them to think about what their goals are. What are the goals for their chapters? And while Eileen may use that search button on the bottom, I use those 3 tabs on top: the members, the chapters, and the programs. And I encourage our students to do the same. That member tab, that really can help you in terms of looking at ways to reach out in terms of programming to your members, and members that are first-year students that are eligible or who are being invited, your members who are already initiated and looking for career or major decision, looking for scholarship information, chapters, that's filled with resources. And Eileen went through that chapters idea tab, which I love, which was just created this past year. Lots of ideas there, and also that programs tab. So just a few ideas of how to make those connections with some of this. So I asked my students to look at what are some of their goals of their chapter. And I can tell you this year, recruitment, membership engagement, and leadership are some of their goals. So how do we use some of the information that is out there on the website to help them do some programming that's not really such a heavy lift? And one of the big things that we ask them to do is to take a look at doing some watch parties. You know, take a look at these summits that we have. There's now three leadership summits. This is the 4th, I believe. And look at the topics from the past summits. Is that something that they can do within their leadership retreat and have a discussion? Is there some of those that they may do at their leadership e-board meetings, just to take a little bit of time to talk about, there's the TED Talks that are in there on the ALD leads, just to be able to kind of do something different than an agenda and tasks that need to be done, but to have some meaningful discussions. They can do programs on the scholarships. When it comes time for those scholarships, having watch parties around those. Students who are interested in applying for the TRO, come watch on LD Leads. We're going to watch this TRO scholarship webinar, and we're going to have a discussion about it, and we're going to talk about it. Students can do those on their own. They can promote them, or you can have a watch party. Watch parties to me seem to be a little bit more fun as you get to integrate and get to know other members. Career conversations for those students who are exploring majors or want to know a little bit more about the fields. This was a great program that Alpha Lambda Delta did with our ALD alum to talk about what it's like to be in those fields. That's another great watch party to have. I think the ALD Lead Certified is also one program that can be one of those ongoing programs where you can encourage people to come together and do some watch parties around. There are 12 segments to watch. If you do 10 of them, you then get a leadership certification. So what's the incentive for students to do these? You can do the watch parties, but what might be the incentive? Is there a certain end of the year banquet to celebrate awards? Is it part of your induction ceremony to encourage others to think about it? So watch parties is a great way to take a look at what's already out there and to bring your members together. Social media. There's so much on the social media. This is something too where you can benefit for your social media or Instagram members who are in charge of it, to take a look at how can we promote our chapter a little bit more and not have to recreate the wheel. Go ahead and use some of those posts that are out there on the National ALD Instagram. There are career tips. There are study tips. Study Tip Sunday, that one just came out not too long ago. There's torch topics. There's why join Wednesday. There's the benefits of membership during the recruitment time. And and tweak those a little bit to add in what your own resources are. I like the study tip Sunday. There's always some great, very real good tips in there, but also being able to add in whether the caption or a comment, what are some of those your own resources on chapter. Okay, that's a great way to use those as well. The program ideas in the handbook too, if you find that your chapter is looking for something new to do, want to be creative, go to that chapter idea, look at that new chapter ideas tab, but also take a look at that handbook. That's a place where prior to all of these resources that are now there, that I would send our students when we were just first starting out as a chapter. The ALD service project, this one, I was just writing down some ideas, and as I was looking through our schedule for today, I think we've got a great presentation coming up in a little bit. And again, I go to that watch party and looking at why not do a true life watch party to raise awareness around refugees and have a discussion. What a great way to launch any service project you might want to do around this year's ALD service theme. So go back to the summit. This could be a really great way to launch that ALD service. But you also have, again, the chapter ideas tab. Take a look at what other chapters are doing. And then there is that diversity resources and calendar. Again, take a look at those posts and add in what's going on your campus that's DEIB. What are those programs that are happening on your campus as well? So Eileen, I was trying to get us back on track a little bit. I think I did.
You did, I think. That's awesome.
So, but my big thing, I love the watch parties. I love reposting and reusing those Instagram posts, but highlighting what your own chapter resources are.
Awesome. Great. Yeah, thanks. That's great to get that firsthand perspective of what you've done on your campus. And some of you might have already done that